Hello and good morning, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and if it's your first time tuning in, I'm actually tuning in to a new energy called William. He's here to help us tap into our fire sign energy, and I think he's wonderful. We're going to continue on today and with him helping us find that fire sign within us, where to look for it. Now, you may notice that maybe it's a little dark around here because it's a little earlier in the morning than what I'm used to. Sometimes you just can't sleep, so I couldn't sleep. Decided to rise up early and just get to it. So I'm here. My nails are not even done. There you go, just to tell you. So there you go. You're going to have to forgive me today, Pisces. This is what you're getting. Alright, so the card from yesterday is the Oracle's gift. Because when William kind of came through saying that he is a gift from Oracle, is really what he was trying to say. So I have also been told, and I don't know when or how, but when his time with me is over, there may be others stepping in when needed to give information to the Pisces Collective. And I think that's awesome. I was very happy to hear about that. This is my first experience dealing with other people than my guide. They come in for a time. So while I was shuffling William's deck, which I'm guessing this is going to be the Oracle deck, the transitioning deck when I spoke to it, it spoke that he is going to give me a wealth of knowledge. Okay? So, or he's going to give us a wealth of knowledge, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm going to put that back in there. So strap in and hold on. I'm hoping this is going to be a good one this morning. I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's always really good. I'm placing my guides at both sides of me, and yeah, I'm almost picturing a seance table, but they're all standing and I'm sitting. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to begin. We have the Three of Cups. So my question yesterday was, how do we bring up this energy of fire that we need? The Three of Cups is a card of celebration and reconnection. So obviously there's a lot of partying going on in fire sign energy. They're always celebrating for something or other. Small victories, big victories, medium victories. They're always finding a frame of mind, or putting themselves in a frame of mind to get themselves uplifted. And that is a really great vibe to be in. So William is saying, well, in every single day, in every single way, find something to celebrate. Something that you've recently gone through, something that you've experienced, whether it be big or small. Find a reason to celebrate, and if you can bring others in the mix, the better. Friends, family, have some fun. Have some fun. High vibrations of energy. Fun is always good. Too serious, we can get sharp focus, but if you're too serious, you're kind of losing the flavor of it. Right. Okay, so he keeps bringing up this choices card, which is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is all about choices. It's about multiplying your choices. I keep seeing, he says, you have to remember, you're not trying to be a fire sign, you're trying to bring in the balance of all the elements so that it represents choices. And I like that. More choices. More choices than you thought were available to you. You have the Eight of Dedication. Yeah. He's talking that it's going to take work, but he says it's quality work. It's not really hard work. It's tapping into the very best of anything, really. It's not just a fire sign thing. It can actually just be something. It's as easy as always trying to find the very best in everything. And that includes fire energy. It includes water energy, earth energy, and wind energy as well. So if you always dedicate at working at finding the very best, you're going to find it. I like that. The sun. If there's any indication of fire, it would be the sun, especially I'm seeing sunburn, especially with this red. Okay? So, find the energy in the situation. Always find the energy point in the situation. I'm going to see if he can give me an example of that. Okay, so I had someone last week saying that in the comments, just it's coming back as in everybody's got this abundance, everybody's talking about this light and this happiness except for me. So he's basically saying to find the optimistic view in everything. That is very much a fire sign thing. It's been also shown as, you know, walk on the sunny side of the street is what he's giving me in my mind, which is a very incredibly old song. But it's, yeah, you'll find me on the sunny side of the street. So for some, what I'm hearing though is that it's been a little bit ignorant to live that way. I would agree with that as a human being. I would actually put that in there. I'm gonna fix it, William. I'm just saying that I found that in fire sign energy, sometimes I found that if they were always walking on the sunny side of the street, it almost feels like they're refusing to see reality. So it will feel that way sometimes. I've seen it as a positive, but I've also seen it as a negative. Like they put their heads in the sand and they don't want to see what really is, when the truth of the matter is that it's not all roses. However, in this case, William is saying that it's important that you always try to find a sunny disposition to everything. It's not about ignoring the facts, but it's about choosing to see the lighter side of things, okay? Because some days there will be no lighter side of things, but if you have the ability to tap in the energy of the sun and happiness, you're going to be able to find a better way of thinking and a better way of being. It will uplift you and keep you in the days when things are not so great, okay? Is that okay? All right. So what else? What else, William? So the first row, I'm using the clarity spread for this, is I feel there's a lot of optimism would be the key here, and working at optimism. Always working at keeping the happy place in your life. Using the very best colors in the crayon box is what I'm getting for that as well. See, reconnecting. I almost feel like the colors are starting to come up from the ground here. Okay, so it's from the ground up is what I'm getting from this card. You have to work from the ground all the way up. Ooh, Swords. Wow, okay. So, clarity. With the sun, of course, which is illumination, you get clarity. So when you're down in the dumps and not feeling that great and always like sinking into that black cloud that can surround us from people around us, it's not just around us, sometimes it's feeling that energy come in. By tapping into the sun, even when it's not out, even when it's not around you, when you tap into the sun, you're able to better see clearly what is available to you. So you up your choices and you up you're attracting people in. Like they say, when you laugh, everybody laughs with you. When you cry alone. It's true, and that really sucks, you know. That really sucks, but it is the truth. It is the truth. So here we go. Here's this fire sign energy if we've ever had it. This is the Leo card, the card of strength. The reason a card of strength is such a fire sign energy is because in those dark moments, this is when you tap into that very strong, passionate energy to bring out the very best. So they say when you are down in the dumps, when things are not going so well, it's time to go into and light the fire of strength and let it take you, get you out of the dumps. Now, if I really think he's mentioning to me that in the worst times of my life, I've had the fire sign energy to get me out. And that is really true. I have had moments in life where I could just sit and cry and probably wallow in grief, and I haven't. I've, what they've called collectively, pulled up my socks and just gone. And that comes from that inner strength. This card right here. The card of digging deep and finding what made me tick. And through sheer anger and fire, I have gone through things. And it does give you a sharper focus at that time. So yeah, we've all tapped into that fire energy. So in essence, what he's saying is that this isn't our first time. I mean, for some of us, we're going, oh, please tell me how to tap into it. It is really there for you, and it gives you clarity when you need it, and it causes your transformation. So you do, it goes, you see, look at this death card. That skeleton head is smiling. I love it. I love it. So yeah, it brings you back to the sunny side of the street. Okay, so the strength card, the fire energy is the workhorse. It's the workhorse. It is the workhorse energy in your body. It's the one that sets you on fire to get your butt moving. Okay, when you finally get your butt off the fence, I don't know if you've ever heard that, you know, crap or get off the pot, or, you know, jump off the fence. When you finally do, it's that fire energy that propels you to do it. It's that fire, all right, let's go, let's grab the bull by the horns. So, absolutely. It's a little bit rash. It is a rash energy, but it is definitely available to us when needed so that we can get through. So he's telling me to tap into a part of your life when you've had that happen, when you finally, and we are resilient as Pisces, so we have tapped in. We know how to do it. Okay, we know how to do this. We know how to tap into all the different signs' energy. We've done it at one point in our lives. But just like looking at different perspectives, this is to tell you, this is to show you that when you do it again, to be aware of it. When you tap into these energies, right now we work through life, we go through life, and we're not really aware of the different ways we tap into these things. Maybe some of you are. He's telling me don't put everybody in the same boat. But for myself, let's say when I've gotten myself out of tough situations or feeling bad, I have tapped in to things without knowing. I just thought I was resilient. I made it to the end. I'm not really realizing that I've tapped into air energy. It wasn't really important at the time. It was just trying to get myself out of it. However, now with this, with talking about it, with making it something that you're aware of, every time that you get yourself out of something, you'll be knowing what kind of energy you're tapping in, or what kind of energy you need to tap in to get out of it. So when you finally decide, and it feels like a rash decision when you go, okay, I've got to get something done here, got to grab that strength and move. Think the strength card, think fire energy, lighting a fire under your butt to get you going. That would be your fire energy middle, I guess is what I'm saying. What came out is curiosity, the Princess of Swords. Okay, so right, that's, I was talking the whole time, but this is a new way of looking at things. This is a new way of discovering what's going on. So by knowing what's going on, you're more aware, and by being aware, you can tap into it more regularly. Right, and that offers a balance. In this case, what I'm getting from him is knowledge is power, and power is balance. Okay? That means you have the power to balance things out and make them more level or equal. So it really works out. Okay. Okay, so we have the Five of Discs here. Destitution. This is a card of isolation. This is the one that you usually get when you're thinking, oh, I'm all alone and nobody's here to help me. But I feel right now when I look at this card, I feel that one of these discs is you, and all of these are like the elements that surround you. So at no time, I'm getting from this that even though you feel alone, you're never alone. You have not only guides with you, you have these energies, and these energies are also part of everything that we are. All the gifts that we've been giving. We're not only surrounded by guides and ancestors and loved ones that are past that are coming over to help us. We're also surrounded by all these gifts, these energies that have been provided to us in our journey. So we're never destitute. And also the word destitution is it coming up for those times when you feel really low, just before that fire is hits you to move. So he's telling me right now that the word destitution, this is when you tap into the fire energy. Okay, to relight you when you're feeling your lowest, when you're feeling destitute and low and bad. This is a time to really let something reignite your fire, to get you going, to get you moving. Right. Disappointment. You have the Five of Cups at your lowest. Okay, this is when you tap in to this beautiful energy. The fire of it will get you going back in the right direction. Okay, I'm not going to use these. I'm going to use the Muse because I feel it's going to give more. Okay. I'm going to clarify a little bit, although I think we got a lot of information. First of all, you already have it. You've already tapped into this energy, you just haven't realized. Now you'll be able to realize. It's the one that gets you out of the dump. It's the one that puts fire in your belly. It's the one that gets you moving when you're at the lowest, okay? So it's your power of almost resurrection, which is true. And it's fantastic that we got the Death card for it as well, because a lot of the times the Death card is represented by the Phoenix. Out of the ashes of the fire comes transition. Okay? Very important in this. the Nine of Inspiration, the Nine of Wands, right? It's really what makes us persevere. I love the colors, the oranges, and you see almost the sun here in the background. Or is that just like a lava thing? I don't know, it's very orange. There's a lot. Oh, and look at this. Look at this on each side. Don't they look like oracles? Okay. So this is definitely in the desert of perseverance. But she does it in such a manner that she does it with flair. I mean, honestly, fire energy is the most attractive of the energies. It's the one that people most revere to be. They're this energy of like getting fired up and persevering through the worst of times is really the fire that propels us. It's the things that make us follow through on breakthroughs. And it's important that we tap into that whenever we need it. It's a beautiful gift to have, and it's an awesome tool. The Page of Voices, again, with this is the Princess of Voices. This is seeing things in a brand new way. Absolutely, especially in this deck. I love it. There's a lot of peaches and oranges. I like the fact that the fire color is coming up behind her, like it's a new way of seeing. The ripples, the waves of the mind, being awakened to the fire within. You see the sun is hitting the mountains, so she's looking into the sun. I'm really connecting to these, the fire, the energies of the fire. I'm really starting to, at the same time, I'm going through events in my life where I've utilized the fire. So it's very important that you do the same. The times that you've transitioned, right? You see the Six of Voices, which is the Six of Swords. This is a time where you decided to move from one place in your life to a better place. And this is what they really want you to look for. To realize where you've come from and where you've been. Okay? And how you really took in that fire energy. Right? Again, another wand. The Ace of Inspiration. Tap into that energy. Okay? But now tap into it. Tap into that sun and that fire energy when you need it to bring you clarity. Do it at will now. Do it with the idea of, I can do it. Okay? So there's clear intention in her mind. If you see, she's actually lifting up and thinking it. Okay? So definitely, how do you tap into it? By thinking about it. By bringing it forth, by bringing that energy of the sun. The Fool, right. And remember that a lot of fire signs, they are rash, they will go into the fire, and to hell with it, okay? So, the thing is with that is that we don't really need to do that. We need to do it when it gets us out of a spot that is worse than the spot we're going to. But we don't need this. We can use this energy when we're just trying to get going on something. So this is like a brand new innocent beginning. But we usually have a lot going on inside of us. We know where we're going and we know what we're doing. And that's important. Sorry guys, I drew a complete blank, but yeah, it's there. So the fire energy will help us propel us forward on those new journeys where we're not too sure if we should, even though we have all the information. It's that sitting on the fence thing. So definitely use that fire energy. It also propels you with the Knight of Voices. Knight of Voices is the Knight of Swords, the one who rushes in. that energy is very much at the heart of it. Even though there is an air energy, it is still the energy of moving forward. It's still the energy of really getting on with it, is what I'm getting. Get on with it. Yeah, get on with it, and stops you from being stuck all the time with this Three of Voices. You see behind the door, the sadness, the no. The fire energy, like we were talking about 2 days ago. It goes from the no to the, instead of, it flips the no into a yes by taking in what you need to move forward. Okay? So that's important. It's the energy required to switch things up, to make them fit. Even if to make them fit right now to get you to where you need to go. Very important. Very important. Okay, so we have the Ten of Voices. Okay. You have the Seven and the Magician. Okay. Okay, so what I got from both these the 10 of Voices and the 7 of Voices is stressful situations, putting ends to stressful situations by protecting yourself from negative energies. There's a lot of magic inside of fire to light up the way enough for you to get yourself out of the dark spots, out of the negative spots. And that's basically why you would be using this fire energy, to get you moving forward, to get you into that magic spot, to get you into that propelling and manifestation of things. We do it with our minds, but fire propels it. It's like the fuel that gets us out of a tight spot. And that's definitely important in our journey, especially in the upcoming weeks, months, years. We're saying that it will be an important tool for us to utilize at all times. Right. Yeah, so I see a camel. So it's there for the journey. It's a good desert. It's funny to say that because you have the camels in the desert and the heat. It's a good way. It needs to be metered, is what he's saying. Just like the camel can go a long time without water, and we're a water sign, right? So this is a fire energy, but be careful not to burn out with it. Okay? So this is a card of control and possessiveness. So there needs to be a control to it, because as I've mentioned yesterday, fire energy can end up being very, you can burn up from it. It's very rash. It can be very unpredictable. It's fire, right? It's like the difference between a campfire and a forest fire. You've got to know the difference. So you have to take control and rein it in. In a one way, it can be a beautiful thing to take in, to utilize, to get you out of the tough spots. But in another way, if you let it rage out of control, it can also just kind of take you for a loop, right? Right. Okay. So here you are. That card was sitting all by itself. I just noticed it wasn't in the deck. So there's never any coincidences. But it's the Queen of Emotions, which is the Queen of us. It is our sign. It's the Queen of Cups. And I love the fact that even though we're of water, you see she has a flower on top, and that flower is above water, catching the sun. So this really fits for me today. I feel that we've gotten illumination and tapped into that part. How do we do it? Is by putting that seed and that flower above water to catch in the sun, to get the clarity of what we need to know when we need to know it, okay? I love being Pisces. I love being of water. I find that water is good. The other part that I'm getting is that it's very much the kind of thing that will cool fire. We have the ability to douse it when needed, okay? Because we are water, right? So we can help the situation. We don't need to let the fire rage and get out of control. We are water, so we can temper it. It's a beautiful energy to be able to utilize. And that's what that's in essence he's saying. It's a really, it would be easy for us to really be able to figure out what we need to tap into, how to control it, and how to take care of tempering it when needed. So I really like this. I hope that you found this very informative. I did. I really like the way he put things here. Very positive energy. I love that all the fire sign cards came up. The sun and strength and yeah. Right, stuck in the mud. So, the biggest tool that fire energy can do is get you unstuck. If you're stuck in the mud and you have access to this energy, this is a way to get you unstuck. As I said, all I keep hearing is put a fire under your butt to get you moving back in the right direction, to get you moving where you need to go. Sometimes we get stuck for a reason, and he's also saying that. Sometimes Spirit wants us to stop and look and see, why are you feeling so bad? What's going on? What can I learn from it? But fire energy is definitely the energy that's going to get you to get up and move on, okay? And it's beautiful energy to have because it's the energy of perseverance. And this is what he wants us to really bring out of this. If any element had a word, it would be clarity and perseverance attached to it. Okay? Fire energy has perseverance and clarity. So it has the ability to shine a light on the situation and get you moving and get you going in that direction. Okay? So I hope that really helped you, Pisces. I really enjoyed interacting with William. I'm going to invite him over this evening when I do the reading tonight. I'm going to try and do, I think, the June reading. In other words, I'm going to look at the energies for June, but I will invite him in to help along with the reading if he likes. I don't know if he'll come in, but either way, you're getting your June reading this evening, so please make sure to come and watch that. And I will see you later, Pisces. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. I'm going to go and have coffee with my husband, and I will see you later. I'm sending you lots of love, light, energy, and blessings to you, Pisces. Take very good care of yourself, and I will see you soon.